Welcome back, folks. If you want to do your state a favour, then go on a holiday. It is that simple. SA tourism is worth mega bucks to our state, and it employs tens of thousands of people, and loads of them are out in the regions of SA, which is even better. So when you take a holiday in SA, you're creating jobs right here in our state. What's in it for you? Well, I reckon holidaying in SA is about as good a holiday as you're ever going to get. Like up here in the Adelaide Hills. During autumn, this is my favourite time to visit, but this is really a year-round place to come and stay. The thing with the Adelaide Hills is, don't just come up for a lunch or the arvo or a couple of drinks. You gotta stay the night, and if you're gonna stay, I don't reckon you'll find a better place in the Adelaide Hills than Mount Lofty House.
We're at Mount Lofty House in the Adelaide Hills, Crafers. We're standing in the library. It's part of the original part of the house. Built between 1852 and 1858 by Arthur and Martha Hardy.
Let's not overlook the fact their name was Arthur and Martha.
I know, how cute is that? Hardy's Veranda Restaurant. It opened just over 2 years ago. It has been ranked number 23 in all of Australia, so that's very exciting for us. Beautiful for group bookings and anniversaries, birthdays. It's quite a special location to come for dinner.
The food here is off the charts. This dish is Wagyu brisket, la-dee-da. It's a little step up from my mum's bangers and mash growing up in Kadina. The tucker here is a firm 10 out of 10. Chef Jin Choi prides himself on his desserts. This is the most insane dessert that I've ever seen in my life. It looks more like a science experiment. Take a look at this.
So at Mount Lofty House, we have 32 rooms and 4 beautiful cottages. We're currently in my favorite room, the conservatory suite. It is part of the original house. As many might know, the bushfires of 1983 actually did come through and burn down Mount Lofty House, left nothing but the walls standing. So it was rebuilt in 1983 and opened in 1986 as a proper hotel. This is my favorite room. As beautiful as it is on the inside, you should have a look at what it's like outside.
The home of iconic Arthur Hardy. It's a little bit like the Great Gatsby of Adelaide Hills. Built the property 170 years ago as his summer retreat. His wife described it as living a lifestyle of feudal splendour. Very famous for parties and for Adelaide's high life coming up to celebrate up here. Also famous for living outside of his means, so it didn't end well for Arthur. There's nowhere else that I can think of in Australia where you're within 60 kilometres of 5 world famous wine regions and everything that we've got that's amazing here in South Australia. We've got these amazing rooms in a 170-year-old estate, one of the best dining venues in the country. What else could you ask for?
Hey, listen up. If you pay attention to only one part of this episode, then watch this. What you're about to see is the most freaky thing that has ever happened to me while filming South Aussie with Cozzy in 8 years. Keep an eye on the bottle of champagne on the table. You ready? This place is amazing. It's a great cellar.
It is. It's Arthur Hardy's original cellar from the 1850s.
Wow.
We have renovated it a fair bit, made it a little bit deeper. But yeah, he would have housed quite a few of his very special wines for the lavish parties that he used to throw here.
Now, pausing slightly, there's something called the Secret Society of this Mount Lofty House area. What is it?
Yeah, so Arthur Hardy was actually one of the founding fathers of the Freemasons here.
He's listening! Arthur's listening!
That's creepy!
What the hell?
do have ghosts here, but
Wow.
I actually just saw it myself.
Now, where were we before we were rudely interrupted?
well, was just telling you about the secret society, but
Yep.
apparently we shouldn't be talking about that.
Wow.
What I was going to offer you is a glass of our Sequoia Sparkling Pinot Noir Chardonnay.
Ooh, sounds like something I'd drink.
Yeah, now we grow this here on the property, and it is produced in the Piccadilly Valley by Terra Secata, local winemaker. We have our Chardonnay grapes at the front entrance, and our Pinot Noir grapes out behind the day spa. We're the highest non-commercial vineyard in South Australia, and this is the only place you can find the beautiful Sequoia.
That's beautiful. So you guys got you got a vineyard, you've got accommodation,
Yep.
you've got a day spa,
Yep.
you've got the gardens just over there, you've got the cottages, you're building some new lodge joint. Is there anything you don't have? Restaurant, you do breakfast.
Yeah, we're trying to fit it all in. Absolutely.
Sydney and Melbourne would dream of having a place like Mount Lofty House. In Adelaide, we take it for granted. Where I'm sitting right now is 20 minutes from the CBD of Adelaide. Can you believe it? And I haven't been here for like 6 or 7 years. And I every day think, oh, not every day, but like once a month think, geez, I've got to get up there and stay. Today has re-inspired me. Like I so badly want to come up here with my wife, get the kids babysat for a night and sit right here and have a drink or two. It is absolutely stunning. Autumn is a brilliant time of year. It's probably my favourite time of year to get up into the Adelaide Hills, but really any time of year, you just cannot go wrong with a view like this.
Sam Halsey with Causey.